We are live. All right, man.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers. So, what are you sipping on tonight?
A little Bell Mead Reserve.
Oh, I love Bell Mead.
Mm.
Man.
Yeah, I think it's about to be done with, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And I'm hanging on to that last little 2006 cast strength I got up there.
Yeah.
Right about
I've
that.
got one. I'm sipping on this one here because
Yeah.
there's that much left in the bottle, but I have one put back in the bunker.
Yeah,
So,
okay. Yeah, I'm out once I'm out of that one. So, well, for me, I'm doing the wheat penny tonight.
Pete Penny.
And wheat penny is, I believe it is MGP juice.
Hmm.
It says the mash bill of 51% corn, 45% wheat, 4% malted barley, which is pretty typical for a wheater, you
Yeah.
know. But the reason I got this one is finished in black cherry and toasted oak wood.
Mm.
So, when I like a little toasted oak every once in a while, and you can see how dark it is.
Yeah.
It definitely comes
That's pretty.
across that
A little
toasty
darker
oak.
than that one.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that little, I can see that kind of reddish hue from the cherry in yours, too.
Hmm. It's a real good blend, a real good, or not blend, but finish on it. Now,
Mm.
we have someone in the basement down here we'll bring up in just a little bit. But before we do that, I got to get into the rules of tonight. This is a giveaway show. We give away prizes every quarter. And the way we do this is I pick a top 10 list, and throughout the night, we give you a chance to put in the hashtags. And tonight's USA Today top 10 Christmas movie characters. So if your Christmas movie character doesn't show, I will tell you it was a top 20 list, and I read some really good ones in the top, 11 through or
Mm.
20 to 11. But I started on their top 10 and worked my way down. So the first one here I'm going to throw out there is hashtag Susan Walker. That was the little girl from Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, okay.
All right. And I
Interesting. I
know
didn't know that one.
not very many people would. I was like, Susan Walker? What the heck? Is this Texas Rangers kid or something? I don't know. But yeah, it was from the Miracle on 34th Street. She's the one that tugged on Santa's beard.
Yep.
And he said,
Okay.
out. So, yeah, we'll work down through these characters here tonight. If you win a hashtag entry, you will get 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. And if you hit number one, you'll get 20. And then at 8 p.m. tonight, we're going to do everybody gets a put me in for 5 entries. Super chats are also worth 5 entries for every dollar donated, but you don't have to do that. We don't push pressure that out there. So this is totally free. Oh, yep. Travis was right
Hmm.
here, and he
And
goes,
got a selfie.
yeah. uh, but yeah, my Christmas tree, I still don't have the batteries back in it, but that's all right. It's there, so you can barely see it, but it's there. But here's the important thing: first time in a long time, we're going to do an after party tonight
Yep.
on Bourbon Bounty After Dark. And I'll post those links out later. I have them in the private chat over here that I posted to myself, and so that we can just grab them. Now, the first one, Mark, if you look in the private chat,
Hmm.
it's the link to the Bourbon Bounty After Dark after party. To view that, the one that says "Do not share this link," that's the one we're going to click to go over in
I don't see
StreamYard.
it. I see Big Daddy 8 said, howdy ho, but I don't see anything else.
Oh, you don't see them?
Mm-mm.
Huh. Well, I posted them before you got here, so.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, I'll repost. I'll repost them. How about that?
Okay.
And see if they show up then. So I'm gonna now. Do you see that?
Let's see. Yep.
Okay, and I'm gonna post the one that you can help share out throughout the
Okay.
show. So don't share the one that says "Do not share." Share the one that says YouTube on it. All
Okay.
right.
Yeah, you got to be specific with me, because
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, there's one. I'll just use that one right there. It'll be good to go.
All right, good morning, Ostinaco. Let me give a shout out. Groovy's here, Angie Mason, or well, I always say Angie Mason because Angie Fluid Art, Jimmy's Random Content, Crazy Ann, Heart Sight, Kitty 303, Now, Chatio's here. Mr. Fulton Mraz is here, and let me just say this: Fulton's cat has gone missing, and he's requesting positive thoughts and prayers for that. So hopefully the cat gets returned safely. They had it for 10 years. It's a Maine Coon.
That's a big old cat.
That's a big cat. And I believe I'm trying to find it. The cat's name was Sweetie. So there it is.
Oh,
Sweetie the cat is missing. That's tough, right? Right at Christmas too. Come on.
yeah.
All right. So, but yeah, just keep that in your thoughts, and we'll move on through. Now, what do we win? What do we win? You join, you get all these entries and a spin. You get a 24 note nosing kit that I make myself. You get 3 sample bourbons of my choice because they're marked A, B, and C. It'll be a beginner bourbon, an intermediate bourbon, and an advanced bourbon. You get now laser engraved Bourbon Bounty logo snifter.
Uptown.
And these are also for sale. If you want one, Bourbon Bounty 2019 at gmail.com and let me know, and I'll send you the price list. I will say this before people see the price on them: don't try to order one. It's not worth it.
Yep.
Because the shipping kills, because I'm shipping them free. I mean, shipping's included in the price. But one snifter, if you just get one, it's $27 or something like that. But if you get 2, they're, I think, what was it, $15, $16 a piece?
Yeah, something like that.
Right. So you pay a little bit more and you get 2 of them. And the price keeps going down as you keep buying more. So, and then
that's why I ordered 2.
That's right. And they shipped right away. I got them shipped the very next day.
I should be getting those tomorrow, which would be nice. I'll have those next time we come up on.
That's right. So first prize is that, plus a virtual private tasting with me. Then second place gets 2 ounces of any bourbon they want off the shelf. You can get 2 1-ounce pours or 1 2-ounce pour, whatever you want. And then you get to choose a glass. You can get one of these, or I'm about to put my logo on these. These are ones I just got in today. I ordered them to check them out.
Yeah.
This is crystal. This is crystal. And I can order either 2 of these or 2 of these for the exact same price.
Dang, that's not bad.
So prices do not change on those if you're buying them. You can choose rocks glasses or snifter.
Very possible, Jimmy.
And then I'm working on some shot glasses. Now, shot glasses, you'll probably get several of them. I'll probably sell them in like a set of 4 or something.
There you go.
But I'm buying the square ones. They're rounded corners, but they're flat on 4 sides. Little shot glass. And the reason for that is we had to put a bag of beans inside this so that it would be heavy enough to turn on the rotator.
Oh, okay. And
so then it works. I think these may be heavy enough to do it on their own because the base is substantial on these. But the other ones, and so I don't think the shot glass is going to do right. So I just want to be able to lay it down and etch it without it having to rock and roll.
Yep.
So beer glasses are a possibility. And I can either laser engrave them, or if you want a bigger logo, like the one Chatio has, I can do acid etching. And that requires me to print a vinyl, removable vinyl on the Cricut. And then I have to sit there and pick all the little things out, put it on the glass, brush the acid stuff on it, let it sit a while, rinse it off, but it looks great. Kathy Bates is here. How you doing? RB is in the house. OG Brick 420 is here. All right, we are getting the show on the road. So I'm going to spin for this first thing. If you're just joining in, tonight's top 10 list is top 10 Christmas movie characters according to USA Today.
Mm-hmm.
And Susan Walker was the little girl from Miracle on 34th Street. So
Maker's Mark. Mocha spice. That
And I'm
sounds
sipping on
tasty
wheat
there,
penny,
Brick.
black cherry wood, and toasted oak wood finished. So we are getting close. Tonight's after party is scrolling across the bottom. There will be music. And I already have it set up. The things out there on Bourbon Bounty After Dark, if you haven't subscribed to that, you can go do that. I'm not really worried. I'm never going to monetize it because I wouldn't be able to make any money off anything. Mark turned sideways on us.
What happened? Come on now. What's going on, Mama? I'm feeling sideways now. Hey there. Let's see here.
That's a low ceiling.
Like this?
There you go.
And then am I going back this way?
There
There we
it is.
go.
There you're back.
All right, then. There we go.
All right,
I
there.
don't know what happened.
Man, this has got some good notes coming out in it, even though it's procured bourbon.
Well, MGP is always usually some pretty good stuff.
Mhm.
I looked up actually a while back of different brands that use MGP. You know, that
Oh, there's a
actually, you know,
bunch. Right.
oh my God, there's so many people that have used MGP. I'm thinking it's going to thin down a little bit now that they're doing away with some of their stuff and putting out their own stuff, like you
Yep.
know, Remus and things like that. So it may be thinning out a little bit as far as how much they're shipping out to everybody else.
Yeah, it could be,
So-
and that may be a good thing because the ones that are
I
already
think so.
established, because some of them just take it and put it in a bottle and slap a label on it, and
Yeah.
it's not that great, you know.
Mm.
But some
Other
people,
people
actually
like, you know,
take
like
it and finish
Smoke
it.
Wagon and stuff like
Mhm.
that, you know, where they're actually playing with it, aging it themselves, and then, you know, blending and everything else. They
Yep.
do a really good job with it.
Oh,
But-
they do. Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
some of the
and
other
it's
people-
infinity ways you can blend like all the different stuff they have. And as long as you keep
yeah.
it over 50% bourbon, like if
Mhm.
if they got like 3 barrels, I'm just making something up, but 3 barrels of straight bourbon whiskey
Mhm.
from MGP, and then like 2 different barrels of 2 different ryes, and they blend all of it together, they
And
can
get like a blue
still
rye.
call it straight bourbon whiskey because over 51% of it is straight bourbon whiskey in that blend.
Ah,
But they will have to
gotcha.
call it a blended straight bourbon whiskey.
okay. Yeah, OG Brick. I know it's Ross and Squid, but I refuse to say that. It's MGP to me, and it'll
Mm.
always be that way.
Yeah, Midwest Grain Products, man. Come on.
Yep. I know. You know, they've been Midwest Grain Products for how many years now?
I
I
know,
haven't got a clue,
decades.
but I know they sold out. And same thing with like Balcones recently got bought out by Diageo.
You're right.
Well, at least a big percentage of the company or something. So, but there's still gonna be Balcones. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
delve off into that.
All right. Well, I'm going to share
Hopefully.
this tab here, and we are going to do this giveaway for the Susan Walker. Here we go. 15 entries on the wheel. Who is it going to be? I think Lori is here tonight. I think I saw her early on. Art by Sparkle.
There she
Congratulations.
is. Oh, it's rigged. Gotta be. She's already won once.
All right. Oh, and the color tonight. If you notice, I changed the color to a cardinal red from my typical blue because that's in honor of Big Daddy H. He is an Arkansas Razorbacks fan. And I actually went out and looked up the actual hex number for the color. So that is the exact color. So let me get this next one done here. And this one, copy. This is from Home Alone.
Uh-oh.
Arian Marv from Home Alone. But without further ado, we are about to bring Big Daddy H up here. And everybody give a big warm welcome to him looking at his phone, Big Daddy H. All right. And we,
All right.
Yep, we got a new microphone for him. It's working good.
Mhm.
It's going to pick up that guitar later on in the after party. We're not going to play the guitar on this show because they want to steal all my money from the.
Mhm.
So
I guess
Yep.
I can sing too good. I don't know. I didn't know I sang that good.
well, yeah, and you because what gets me more than anything when you're up there singing on the copyright claims is stuff by Johnny Cash
Hmm.
and Willie Nelson. If and it's not even necessarily their version, like you may be singing an older version, but somebody newer came out with it, and
Yep.
we still get hit on it.
Dang.
Everybody
That's
wanting
odd.
their pennies.
Hmm.
Yep.
So I know we have the Arkansas Razorback Cardinal Red scrolling everywhere. And but when did you? I know everybody loves to hear you play and sing, but when did you get your first guitar in life?
Well, actually, playable when I got it after I graduated high school and got a job. I used to beg mom and daddy to get me a guitar, and my dad, they didn't have a lot of money to throw around to start with, but he said, well, if I'd known you were going to be that interested in it, I would have got you one, but I figured you boys would probably bust it over each other's head. So
And it may not have been far from the truth.
my grandma gave me one that had 3 strings on it. And I thought that's the way they came until I finally bought me one. But I like a 6 string guitar. They make a 12, and I seen something the other day. What was that thing? It had a whole bunch of strings on it, 18 strings or something.
Mm.
Yeah,
Is that
Dang.
I'd
a
never
sitar?
heard of it before.
Yeah, I know they have some Asian instruments and stuff that's got a lot of strings. They're related to a cross between a guitar and a harp.
Yeah,
Yeah, Japanese have an instrument they play. That's all. Yeah, every time you hear Japanese music, it's that sounds like subdued wind chimes playing. That's that instrument they play, and they
sounds
yeah,
like somebody trying to pick a song out on a violin.
yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, they have a slide, and that's the way they do it. They just slide the thing up and down while they're strumming and picking those strings, and they have picks on every finger over there, just about. But so you got your first guitar after you graduated high school.
Got a job. That was probably one of the first things. Now, I may have gave $35 or $40 for it.
Mm-hmm.
Bought it at the Otasco store in Dumas there, Oklahoma Tire and Supply. And it probably wasn't a real good guitar. I didn't know the difference in them back then. But anyway, I wound up, I think I traded that thing for an electric guitar with an amplifier.
Mm-hmm.
Held on to it until after we were married, and our Mustang kind of flew the coop on us right after we got married, and I bought an old Chevrolet station wagon off a guy, gave him $350 for the car, and I talked him into taking that electric guitar and amplifier as part of the payment, and he did. But I don't know. I just prefer an old flat top box. They sound really good when you hook them up on a amplifier if they've got a pickup in them. I've got an old guitar in there. I don't even remember where I got it, but it stayed out the deer camp a lot more than I did. I kept it locked up in my camper out there, and we'd get to wanting to play and sing out there. Well, I'd tune it up, and whoever wanted to try it could jump on it and go.
There you go.
So
Sounds like a
when
good
did had you played guitars before you got one though?
No, and that's one thing about until your fingers toughen up on them chords, that thing will make you cry. Of course, you know that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, your fingers get to hurting so bad, but you want to hear that music so bad too. And I, more or less learned a few chords, like 7 basic chords, and then you got all this minors and sevens,
minors and majors, and
yeah. But I remember after I got out of high school, I had a guitar, and my uncle James, he drove by the house every day going to work, and I'd be out there on the side of the road when he came around the curve, I'd stop him and I'd say, "Get out here and tune this guitar for me," because I need to tune. And I said, "Tune this, make sure this thing's in tune, and then show me a few chords." And he'd play through some chords. And I finally learned, G, C, and F are three basic chords that go together. If you're playing in D, you're going to play your D and your A and your G mainly,
Yep.
But different songs have different chords. And I don't know, I just picked up a little here and a little there. And I can't read a lick of music. I cannot tune a guitar unless I've got a tuner.
Yep. EAB is another cluster of chords that a lot of people use. So what was the first song you ever learned?
Had to be Hank Williams, probably Cheating Hard or something like that.
Yeah. I remember when you were showing me the chords and all, and you gave me that little book that I guess you had used to learn some chords, because by the time I remember anything, you were playing fine.
Yeah.
And I was probably 5 before I, so you'd been playing for 6, 7 years or whatnot. But I remember playing Wildwood Flower. And the only reason I learned Wildwood Flower, because I didn't have to sing in it. And when we would go to places and you'd play with Millwoods and things like that and other people, they'd get to play in Wildwood Flower. And I wanted to learn to play it so I could sit there and play along.
Yeah.
With the song.
Mr. Millwood was pretty good on a fiddle.
Yeah.
And his wife second with a guitar, and I never did learn to, I can pick a few little old tunes, but I never did learn to pick. I just chord and sang is about all I do.
Yeah, but there's a lot to that though. I don't think some people realize how hard it is to get that strum right, and make it sound good.
Yeah, you get your chord changes and all. Really important. Yeah.
Yep. And putting a little flair in those chord changes and walking through the notes to get to that next chord. I mean, that's all that little stuff that makes it sound real good. But now you went to how many songs? I know you probably don't have a good count, but how many, just ballpark figure, do you know over 100 songs?
I would imagine that when I get ready to go out to Mitch's to play and sing out there, I'll get a piece of paper and write down. I may pick out like 25 songs, that I'm going to do out there. And that's mainly, the old country stuff.
Yeah.
I've learned a few parts of some rock and roll songs, like there was one song, I believe they called that Last Date, where the boy and girl had to wreck. And that one and a few more of them. Finally got into a little bit of, I don't know if we're going to hear much of it tonight or not, but I finally got into a little bit of, what's that old boy's name out in Texas, one of them old thick glass? Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly.
Learned a couple of his songs. They're hard to sing. I don't know how that little scrawny rascal could do it, but boy, he could sing.
I just wanted to clarify for everybody that when Big Daddy H says rock and roll, he's talking about Buddy Holly.
Elvis.
You sang a couple of Elvis songs.
I did the Blue Christmas out here at the bar here a while back, right before.
Oh, there you go.
About the last time I played out there. And Elmo and Patsy and Grandma got run over by a reindeer. I said, that's two Christmas songs that I know I can do them. And
all right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and share this out and spin this thing so I can get the next hashtag going, and then we will come up with another topic to discuss. All right. Good luck, everybody, on Harry and Marv. Here we go. From Home Alone. And we are going to land on Chatty-O.
Chatty-O.
Super tasty. Congratulations, Shadio.
All right. There's the alarm going off. And there's all the confetti stopped. So we'll go ahead and set this next one up. All right. All right.
Man,
now this one should be.
blowing up the stream around here.
This one, everybody, most people should know this one. Yeah, I think most people should know this one. Mr. Potter. That's from It's a Wonderful Life.
Yep. Yeah, it was a good old movie.
Yeah, it's pretty much I guess it was kind of it's sort of a remake on the Mr. Scrooge stuff, but not really because it wasn't focused on Mr. Potter. It was focused,
Yeah.
on George. But I haven't seen that movie in years, and I still remember the whole dang thing. Well, the Clarence.
Mhm.
That was the angel guy.
Yep. When I may be confusing them with the bell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
every time
you
a
hear
bell
a bell.
rings, an angel gets its wings. It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it has been quite a while since I've seen that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in years, but we watched it enough. I think I got them ingrained. If I
Yeah.
can stop and I can visualize every scene of the movie because I've seen it so much, I don't care to watch it again.
Yeah.
Unless it's Tombstone, now I'll watch that one.
Well, there's a couple other ones like Airplane and
Oh yeah,
Blazing Saddles. I can
yeah.
pretty much picture almost every scene that's going on. If somebody says something about it, I'm like, oh yeah, that one. Yeah, but still, I'll watch it anyway.
Beans around the campfire. That was good.
Yeah, I got to watch Spaceballs again here a while back.
Oh, there you go. There's another
Yeah.
one. Yep.
And it was a lot more pornier than I remember.
Oh yeah, that's corny. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's bad.
You idiots! You caught their stunt doubles.
And a woman had a beard.
Yeah, with cigars. Oh man.
Some of those are just classic, though.
Oh, they are.
You
Yeah.
just can't help it. You got to watch it again just because it's, you remember. Oh yeah, that scene. Oh sheesh, I forgot about that one scene. Oh sheesh.
Well, and the comedic delivery on those comedies, that's what,
Yeah.
gets you.
Well, the
But,
problem nowadays is everybody gets so butthurt about all kinds of crap. You can't even watch any of those movies.
Yeah, they
Can
limit
you
where
imagine
they
if
can-
Blazing Saddles was released today? Oh my God, the people that would be all up in arms about it would be pathetic.
Yeah, they got away with a little more. But
Yeah.
What about the TV shows? Archie Bunker used to come on.
Oh, yeah.
Red Fox.
Yep.
Man, we've seen some naughty stuff.
Oh, that was some good stuff back then, though.
Well, what
Sanford and
was-
Son.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was
That
funny
was
too,
good stuff.
Somebody posted on Facebook the other day is a younger person, and it said, when you realize, it says Bugs Bunny effing shot a guy for coughing, and they just showed
Yeah.
at the piano.
Yeah. Oh, that was some great stuff, man. Looney Tunes was one of the best comedies. The best, that kind of stuff there. That was awesome. I loved that. Foghorn Leghorn and, always whooping on the dog and everything. That was some funny stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, big old rooster.
Yeah, big old rooster.
Yeah.
He was always whooping on that old hound dog,
Well, and there's still, even today, or even more recent years, there's still a lot of innuendo in those cartoons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff that as a kid, you never pick up on it whatsoever,
Right.
But as an adult, you go back and watch that kind of stuff. You're like, oh, dang,
Mm,
Yeah, how did they get away with it?
They slipped it in.
Yeah, well, kind of slide it in on the sideways. Nobody pay no attention. It'd be all right.
Yeah, it's more of what they don't do and how they react to it. It'd be like, give me the bird. We can't. This is a children's show. Type
Yeah.
thing. Little stuff like that. And somebody being a mistake, you know, a kid,
Mm.
you know, don't worry, I was a mistake too, and that type of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. The world's changing a bit.
Yep. So you didn't get to Ozark today. I know you said you were going to get you a bottle of some kind of bourbon, but
Yeah, I was gonna get some Elijah Craig, but
Oh, good stuff.
it started raining early and it turned into snow pretty quick, and I didn't know how
Mhm.
much it was gonna snow. And I get on Jimmy's side of the river, I may have to crawl up there and spend the night with him.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm sure he'd welcome you, but
Yeah,
Oh,
he
I
put
know
you
he
up.
would. Yeah.
yeah, the how much snow did y'all get on the ground?
We got a dusting on top of our dusting. They
Okay.
called for a dusting, and it did that and just about quit. And then the power went off, and the house started cooling down, and my phone was down on 29%. And he said, "Well, you need to hook that up in the car." And I said, "Well, come on, we'll ride around and see if we can find where they're working on the wires." And finally, uh, west of here, if you remember when you go down to get on 109, 309,
Yep.
it's on First Street, that big house there with a shop behind it. That's where the problem was at. And they finally got us going, but I was glad to see that. But we just got in the car and rode around and waited till the power came back on, because it was. And I went and bought gas for the generator. Been
Good.
promising myself I was going to do that for the last month, and I waited till the temperature had already dropped below 30 and was going down. And I said, "Well, I better go get that gas, because I was getting ready to run some wires in here."
Hmm. Yeah, you
Oh,
got
yeah,
that.
you got it.
You still got that Honda generator, don't you?
Yeah, no,
No.
that's what it is here now.
9 degrees.
9.
Yeah.
Ooh, nasty.
It's getting down underwear weather, man.
Yeah, they said
For
our
sure.
wind chill earlier. They on the news. They said our wind chill tomorrow was going to be -3.
Supposed to
Oof.
get down to 4 by 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
4 degrees,
Cool.
but I've seen it. We got up here one morning a couple of years ago, and it had snowed, and I turned the weather on my phone, and I told my wife, I said, "Look at there, 9 degrees, 9."
Mm.
No, it was -9.
-9.
Yeah, -9.
Ooh, even
And then
worse.
I turned around, turned it back on, and it dropped to -11.
Woo!
That's as cold as I've seen it here.
Yeah, I'm checking the temp here now. It was 43 earlier. It's still
Hey
43.
there.
It's supposed
Hey
to
there,
get
Malt
down
Miser.
overnight though. Malt Muser, how's everything going? And right now we're on hashtag Mr. Potter. I'm going to spin very shortly.
I don't
But
know
if
what
you
it
missed
is here
this
right
one,
now.
don't worry. I'll have another one right on its heels. But I'm about to share this screen, and we are going to get this 10 entries given away right
5 degrees
here.
in Chicago.
Good luck, everybody.
It's chilly. Hey,
Yeah,
I'll be right
5
back,
degrees. Well,
Jody.
we're supposed to get down single digits tonight. So, Kathy
Kathy
Bates,
Bates.
congratulations.
Congratulations. Jody, I'll be right back.
All right. And that was on that one. I'll set this next one up as soon as her confetti dies down. And then we'll get tonight's top 10 list is top 10 Christmas movie characters. So, and we just happen to be on one of my favorites. I will post it out here right now. It's Cousin Eddie. It's Cousin Eddie.
Who is Cousin Eddie?
That's from A Christmas Vacation. You National Lampoon,
Okay.
Griswolds.
Yeah, I remember. I guess what was throwing me was Leave It to Beaver. It was an old dumb boy on there named Eddie.
Yeah. No, but that's well, and this one's probably just about as smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the motor home, and he drove it up to their house.
Oh yeah, and he was dumping his
Yeah, the sewer line.
in the gutter out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
Hmm. Yeah, and he was supposed to get that bonus and didn't get the bonus and blah blah. Yeah, the whole movie.
Yeah.
Now there's some good ones that coming up. Yeah, this was a USA Today top 10 Christmas movie characters, so I didn't make this stuff up. Emptying his potty. Yep. Just here to reenact the scene. Oh, where he plugs in the lights. Yeah, boom. That's cool. It'd be cold, too cold to go out and watch him do it, though. All right, Fulton, we'll see how it goes after a while. Guani, you hadn't won yet. But we'll spin this one here in another 9 minutes or 8 minutes or so. I try to stay just ahead of the curve here. So, but I do have my phone. I have alarms set every 10 minutes on my phone so I don't get behind. Live and learn. And that's just the way it's going. So, the after party, we are going to have an after party on Bourbon Bounty After Dark. I will go ahead and post the link to that now, just in case if you want to go over there and set your reminder or have it remind you or whatever. This is where we will be at 8:35 on Bourbon Bounty After Dark. And then as soon as this show ends, we are going to click over there and get in the basement of that, and then we will go live over there at 8:35. So I'll probably play the Bourbon Bounty After Dark intro. I'll have to switch brands on here to see it, but I believe it's still there. And I think it's a 1 or 2 minute intro. Then we'll go from there. But yeah. The one thing I was going to bring up one more time is I do have now laser engraved. We have a laser engraver and we set it up. These are Bourbon Bounty laser engraved logo glasses. So from now on, if someone wins a glass or they're a member for 6 months on the Bottled and Bond Club, they will get a glass every 6 months that they're a member. And then you can also buy them. If you want to purchase the Bourbon Bounty logoed whiskey glasses, they are crystal. Just email me at bourbonbounty2019@gmail.com. And my PayPal is at Bourbon Bounty on PayPal. But I also have these. They just came in today. These are rocks glasses. If you like it on ice, I am going to laser engrave these. They are crystal as well, and they're the same exact price as 2 of these. So you can get 2 of these or 2 of these right now. Later on, I am going to have shot glasses done. Haven't ordered those yet, but I will have them for sale. This is all going to be through PayPal if you want those. I ship them immediately as soon as the order is placed, like ASAP, as soon as I can get them to the post office. I have boxes ready to go. And Mark,
I know, Guani. Me too, and I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And Big Daddy H got a new microphone. He got a ring light. He got everything. I hooked him up over there.
As long as the guitar's in tune, we're happy.
It's going to be in tune because he's got a built-in tuner on it.
Yep. That's the first thing I check is the tune on one. Like I said, I can't do it by ear. I can tune a guitar,
Yeah.
but I don't know if that E's in an E or a E, flat E.
Like a 440 tune, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Lori's not 34 is not bad.
34.
But that surprised me the first time I was playing Pandora on the back porch down there in Dumas on that little rig you got me for Christmas that time. And I was listening to them songs and I pulled my guitar out. And of course, it was in a 440 and I played right along with them. Sounded
Yep.
good.
Yep, that's your
Hey.
standard tune. I know the Eagles use a 440 on all their stuff, and you know most professional musicians do.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with them guys that's got them two guitars built together. I guess one of them's in one tune, one of them may be in another.
Sometimes
Very
they'll,
probable.
They're stacked on top of each other.
yeah, it's two necks
Yep.
and then
Yeah.
two sets of pickups, and they can be one of different things. Sometimes they'll have different pickups down there, and they'll both be 6 strings.
Yeah.
And then they like certain pickups for certain things, and like for the solo, they drop down to the lower neck and play the solo or something like that. But
Jimmy
some of them
Page
have.
or something.
You could have a bass on the bottom and a 6 on top, or you can have a 12 on the bottom and 6 on top, or and they'll use it for different things.
Okay.
Just double neck guitar.
Jimmy Page had played one of those for a while, and there was a few other people that did that.
I know. One of them. I forget who it was now. I remember seeing him do it, but he would play. He would pick and play up on and finger fret the top one and grab his slide and use it on the bottom one. And he was a blues player. And he had the pickups and all where he wanted them on the bottom one, and the tone knobs and all that junk because they have 2 separate pickups that go to the amps, 2 cords that come out, and they can run it through different pedals, and they can just put different sounds up on those things. And so he wanted that raspy sound on that bottom one, but he didn't want to play it without the slide.
Yeah, play the cleaner one on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And get a little dirty on the bottom.
5303 said it's gotten up to 3 degrees there.
Yeah,
-4.
That's a little too cold right there now.
Ew. Nasty.
And we're looking at if the weather on this phone is right, in which it's usually pretty close, next Friday we're looking at lows in the 50s, high in the 60s.
Yeah, we are too.
Ain't bad.
Yeah, we just
will be good after this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once
we
this
just
big
have
old
a
cold
few
front
days.
just blows on through.
Well, the cold front right now is moving up northeast. It dipped, and we are right at the bottom edge of it.
Yeah.
And it's skirting us. But,
yeah, that's me. It's going to be cold here tonight, and then tomorrow, basically, and then after that, it's going to warm back up to 40s, 50s.
Yep.
That's about,
which is normal for here, for South Texas.
That was one of the main things I liked about Texas. It never did stay cold very long. I mean, it'd be 20 degrees at night and get up to 60 or 70 the next day.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's the one thing that really messes with the whiskey down here when you're aging whiskey down here in the rick houses, is you have that 30-degree temperature change on a daily basis,
Yeah, hear them tell you that's what makes it good.
Well, it ages it faster, that's for sure.
Well, yeah. Cooler ages slower. But temperature changes will also cause you to lose more whiskey.
It can, especially if it gets hotter. Because we'll get, you've been down here in the summertime. It'll get up to 110, 115.
Oh yeah.
And then maybe be 90s in the afternoon or night. But typically, once it gets to hundreds, it stays there. It's there for a month, 2 months at a time.
2 months, like July and August for sure.
Oh yeah.
And then up into September, it can still be freaking hot. And I was out in short sleeve shirts and all on Christmas Eve.
Last year.
Well, I'm talking about when we lived in Texas like 6 years ago or whatever, 7 years ago. Mm-hmm. And we were on the hill. That's what we called that 10 acres I had out there. It was a hill.
Okay.
And my daughter and her husband and my grandbabies were coming for Christmas, and they were going to get there Christmas Eve, and they didn't get there till like 9 at night. And it was warm all day long, and I had to put on a duster, like it was like spitting snow when they arrived.
Dang.
And and we had a long driveway, so I had to drive down there we had a side-by-side Yamaha Rhino,
Yeah.
and they followed me back up the hill. And oh, see, this is why I set the alarms. Let me spin this thing. And yeah, that was, but yeah, that's how
Oh.
drastic temperatures change. All right, good luck, everybody,
Oh, yeah.
on Cousin Eddie. And then I'll set this next one up.
She's down.
And RB, check it
RB.
out.
About time he won one.
About time. I think he's won one other 10. All right,
Yep.
let me set this
Bottle
next
kill.
one. I see bottle kill.
OG
Yeah,
brick. Yeah. She did.
she did.
Yeah.
That's all right. Needed to. Got the second one in the up in the pantry, hanging out, waiting for me.
I think everybody gonna know this one. You don't know this one, you might have been living under a rock.
Good stuff.
That's a Will Ferrell there
Buddy the Elf.
from the movie Elf.
Oh, I got you.
So my favorite one was old Peter Dinklage was over there across that table from him, and he kept calling him an elf. He said, "Call me elf one more time," and he goes, and he was like yelling at him. He goes, "He's an angry elf." And boy, he came across that.
That's like Pulp Fiction. MF,
Yeah,
you know. But we're PG-13, so I'm not gonna say nothing.
yeah, well, yeah. Well, that's after party. I have TBMA up permanently for the after party.
Oh yeah, for
On
sure.
Bourbon Bounty After Dark. Yeah,
Well, it's after dark. What can you expect? Come on now.
that's right. And that's why BBAD, be bad. We're gonna go there and be bad. That's what it's there for. And I was telling y'all about that in the
One more
basement
time.
before we started. I said I was doing Bourbon Bounty After Dark, and I was doing all these logos and everything, and all of a sudden I realized BBAD, be bad, and I was like,
Yeah.
wow, that worked out. I never even planned it that way, but I exploited it once I realized it.
Dang old acronyms.
Yeah, be bad.
Yeah, Air Force, you ought to be used to that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, I just never even paid attention when I was doing it, but I put the little moon thing on the snifter and all that.
Heck yeah.
And Big Daddy H, I've got to get him that link. I set him up on a. Let me see if it's saved over here. No, I saved it on this browser, and I can't get to it right now. I forget what it's called right now, but I saved it. It's free online. You can record to it, and it sounds great.
Yeah, you were telling me about it.
Yeah. Something like Twisted Stream or something like that. I forget what it's called now, but it's a recorder, and on the free version you can record up to 5 minutes per file, which is perfect for somebody recording songs.
Yeah.
You just record the song,
normal,
and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, normal short link song.
Yeah, and then he can
I mean,
share
what?
it with me on the Chrome the Google Drive and all, and I can put them in my editing stuff, and I can master it, and I can cut the front and back off, fade them in and out, that type of stuff. And
Heck yeah.
I'll help him with those, and then we might start posting some of them out there on Bourbon Bounty After Dark.
Not yet, Guani, but you're getting close.
Yeah, boy, Buddy the Elf. That I can feel it. That's gonna be the one, Gawani.
All we like is 9 more spins.
Yeah, yeah, you'll hit on that 11th one, but we only go to 10.
That's my luck right there. My luck, no, day late, $1 short.
Yeah, well,
I'm the guy running it down the shore. If I can't say that, never mind. I'm not gonna say.
Now, doing all these meetings at work, we used to be able to go from physical meeting to physical meeting and be on time. But now that we're on like Zoom and Teams and all that stuff, people run the meeting right up to the minute.
Yeah.
on there. And I'm always, and it just goes against my military nature to be late. And
Oh,
I'll
yeah. I
start,
hate it.
and I'm late for every freaking meeting all day long.
Oh, can't do it. I'd be like, it's a minute and a half. See you later. Bye.
Yep, gotta
I'm
go.
cutting it off because now next meeting starts at this time. I'm going to be there on that time or before,
It's kind of hard to
preferably
do though when
before.
I'm on there with my boss's boss, my boss, and the other guy.
Well, yeah, yeah. When you're on there with the big wigs, it is a little bit taxing.
I'm
You
like,
got to
come
be.
on, global CISO for a major multi-million-dollar insurance company that, let's
Yeah, come on,
go, chop, chop. They're not going to
jeez,
see me doing that.
slackers, come on. We ain't got time for this shit. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. That won't hurt us.
Yeah, well, but yeah, I agree with you. I hate to be late for anything, and I'm early. I would much rather be early than anything.
One thing it's taught me though is bladder control.
Well, it does creep up on you.
I have a
Well, you
professional
get my
bladder.
age.
Yeah,
At my
Man.
age, there ain't no such thing.
man, I have sat in that chair right over there behind that cockpit and shake them legs like crazy. And I'd sitting there all stoic with my head, and I'd see my
Yeah.
head start moving a little bit. So I'd turn my camera off and then I'd be like, come on, making sure I'm on.
Crossing your legs, and,
Yeah.
biting your lip.
Yeah. I went into one meeting 2 minutes late and they said, oh, well,
Yep.
Jody's here. And I said, not yet, not yet. Give me 1 minute or two, give me two.
Yep.
And then I
Yeah.
went and came back and they said, well, we're not going to ask you what you were doing. I said, well, just put it to you this way. I'm about a pound lighter than I was.
Yep, there you go, Brick. Empty milk jug. We used to do that in a car driving to Michigan.
Mm.
Me and my little brother be in the back seat, and Daddy give us a milk jug because we ain't stopping.
Mm-mm.
It was 55 mile an hour all the way to Michigan from Kentucky, and we ain't stopping for gas. That's it.
Yep.
So if you got to go, you got to go.
They will know. I called it the fire hose. That's what. Oh, I'm going to have one bourbon tonight, and then I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch
All
over
right.
to beer.
Well, what are you going to now besides the penny?
No,
what's
I'm
the
going to
next?
go to Miller Lite.
Oh,
Yeah, because we're going to do the after party.
yeah.
And I'm not going to sing anything on the after party. It's all his show.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I was thinking y'all might change off a couple of songs anyway.
Oh, I don't know. I might play one or two, but
Oh, come on now. You
that's
can
about it.
you can
I
swap
haven't
in
played.
one or two.
I haven't played. I still have calluses though. I can see them, but I haven't played
There you
in
go.
a little bit.
Well, that's a good enough excuse that you need to play one or two.
Yeah, I got super busy at work. Right before you go on break, you
Oh yeah.
have to punish it right before you take time off, or you sit there and worry through. I
Yeah.
still have work to do next week, even though I'm off next week, because I have to turn in a dang expense report because Hilton couldn't charge the credit card correctly, and they were supposed to bulk charge me for all these rooms,
Yeah.
and that what they ended up doing was billing each room individually, and then sent me a PDF that's like a mile long with like images of all the receipts,
Oh geez.
and so I can't even like paste the columns or rows, in Excel. I'm going to have to
Mhm.
manually, it's going to take me about 6 hours to file this expense report.
Oh geez. Thanks.
But yeah, it's going to be a mess. But that'll be one day next week, and I'll try to make sure all the charges are in, and then I'll populate them into one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sing after drunk. That's what it is.
Yeah. At least you're a computer guru and you can handle all that.
I can. I know what it's about to be, and that's why I'm dreading it. But anyway, I'm going to share this out. We're going to share this screen. And Guani, I'm rooting for you, man.
All right,
I'm
here it
rooting
goes.
for you.
Come on, it's Guani this time. I can tell. I can feel it. Come on. Oh,
Oh, it
dang.
almost landed on him.
Almost. It was
And
that
he
close.
flew it on.
Way to go, Angie.
Yeah, I really thought that was going to be Gawani right there. It almost
It paused.
It
It
paused.
paused right on Guani. And it was like, ah, oh, dang.
Somebody stomped the ground and
It rigged.
it switched over. Now I need to know how many people know this one. I'm not going to give this one just yet.
Okay.
So, does anyone recognize Willie Stokes?
Willie Stokes. No, sir.
Is Billy Bob Thornton?
Oh, I know Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, he was Willie Stokes in Bad Santa.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah,
I like
Yeah, that
the
was
what was the one where he talk like this?
oh, that's Sling Blade. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
like
like
that
them
one.
French fried
I
taters.
like them taters.
I like mustard on them.
Yeah, them French fried taters, they good.
Mm.
What you doing?
Hey,
What you
two
doing,
old
that
boys.
Sling Blade boy?
These two old boys are going to the bathroom off of a bridge.
Boy,
Oh,
yeah,
that was-
When I said that water sure is cold, the husband said, yeah, it's deep too.
yeah, deep too.
All right, I'm gonna grab that Miller Lite now. Y'all
That
can
woman's-
still hear me, you just can't see me.
Oh, yeah. That woman's standing there. "Oh, really? Is that right?" He done talked her into making him some biscuits or something.
Yeah, that current's kind of hard too.
Yeah, one of them boys are from Arkansas.
Yeah, I liked that movie. That was a good movie. Old Sling Blade. I'm
I
surprised
reckon I
with Billy
like the
Bob.
way you talk too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said. Oh, Dwight Yoakam. He said, "What are you gonna do with that? With that?
They gonna do with that Sling Blade, boy.
Yeah, he said, "I reckon I'm gonna kill you."
Reckon I'm going to kill you.
They better call the ambulance too.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love the taste of that. Well, here's the deal. This has got slightly more flavor than other domesticated beer without flavor, but
Hmm.
I really like it after the bourbon.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, the flavor of it. You have that snifter of bourbon and then take a sip of that beer. That's good.
I got just a little bit left. Then I'm gonna join you. I'm gonna get me a cold beer out of the fridge.
Yep.
Now I'm not real sure what it's going to be yet because my fridge has got all kinds of weird stuff in it.
Yeah,
I've got ranch water and all kinds of weird stuff.
I have a case of Stella in the fridge. I'm kind of saving for Christmas Eve
Yeah.
and day, and then I
Stella
have
Artois.
a couple of Modelo Negras left over from
Oh,
last
those
night.
are good.
Yeah, we played cards last night. Big Daddy H and I did, along with my son and mom. And I tried to get something a little special for that night. And I was sitting there, and they had the Modelo's on sale
There you go.
there, and I like them. Little squatty
Yeah.
bottle. I normally don't buy a bottle of beer because the recycle gets full.
The regular or the Nagella?
The Negra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like those better myself.
I do too. They're not as sweet. It's got a little darker flavor.
Yep.
And I really like those.
Yeah, those are good.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, Gawani, I switched to Miller Lite. I used to drink Coors Light. Well, a long time ago, I used to drink Bud Light till I figured out I could have three of them and get a headache from that rice beer. And
Yeah,
then
it's good.
I switched to Coors Light, but I was always, when they would come visit or I'd go out there, it was always Miller Lite, Miller Lite. So I just switched.
Yeah, I'm not a light beer guy myself.
Well, the reason I was drinking Coors Light is because the cans are a little bit slightly taller and a little bit skinnier.
Yeah.
And I have the Yeti can koozie.
Hmm.
And when you put this in it, the koozie's right there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and it's hard to drink out of it without getting beer on the koozie. And the the Coors stands up a little bit taller.
I got you.
And so, and I don't have to take the lid all the way off. I can just loosen the lid, pull the
Yeah,
can
yeah.
out, put another one in, and tighten it back up. Just release the air, you know,
Yep.
the suction on it. Yeah, these are harder to mess with that. But I was buying these in the 16-ounce bottle cans, and I have a big koozie for those.
Oh, there you go.
And but I buy whatever, and I know it's pennies, but I look at the price per ounce, and then I'll buy whichever one's cheaper. So,
You tightwad bastard, you.
yeah, I
Come
know.
on.
Cheapskate.
Jeez, come on. Buy what tastes good. Heck with the price. Come
I
on
know
now.
RB and I used to talk about when we were in Dallas, Fort Worth area together, and we'd talk about people driving 15, 16 miles to save 3 cents a gallon on gas, and they burn it up going and coming.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same thing with beer, get you whatever's cheap and close.
Yeah.
So you're drinking Natty Ice tonight or PBR,
Nah, I'm never that desperate.
That's that Thursday night beer.
Yeah. And I don't live paycheck to paycheck, so I don't do that.
Oh, well, I say for Kentucky, we drink Bush all the time.
Mm.
So now I never drink Bush Light because it's light beer.
I
I'm
figured
not a
out.
light beer drinker.
Yeah, I figured out real quick. I don't like malt liquor.
No,
Not
no.
a
Get
bit.
the old 40.
Man, I found that out one time. Somebody brought some Mickey's Big Mouths, with a little bumblebee on it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what's this? And they're like, oh, man, if you haven't tried this, these are so good. And they got the big wide mouth on it.
Yeah,
And it was
pound
so
'em.
cold, man. I pounded a couple up and down. All of a sudden, I was like, oh, what is
Ooh,
that?
yeah. Oh yeah, the old Mickey's Big Mouth. Oh, you remember the small pony buds?
Uh-huh.
Oh, those were fun. We used to, drive around. Well, back in Kentucky, we would drive around, and pound some of those down and be hitting street signs and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
I got
Gawani,
pretty
you
good
can.
from the driver's seat.
Yeah, the clear ice. I have a cooler. You can do it in a regular cooler too. Those small 6-pack coolers. You can take the lid off of them. You pull the handle down. You can take the lid all the way off, and you can fill that thing up with water. Yeah, like that, and set it in a freezer, and let it freeze and until it's about half froze, and then you just dump it all out, and you have a whole big block of clear, super clear ice. So
Yeah,
the
that's
science
mustache.
the science behind it, though, and I have a little one that makes 4 clear cubes, and it has a silicone insert. But the science behind that is when water freezes, it pushes air down.
Yep.
And when you're in an ice tray, it has nowhere to go, so it just kind of circulates back, and it'll have that air, in the ice underneath. But what you're doing is you're getting it out when it's frozen up here, and the water's slushy down here because all the air pushed down. So this clear ice is what's left on top. And then, but I have one that just makes the big cubes, and it'll last you for a long time. Oh, got to spin, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
those cubes will last 4 or 5 drinks. All right, here we go. Good luck, Gawani, and everybody else. Here we go.
Come on, Guani, we're pulling for you.
It is going to land
Hello.
on. Oh, that's
Oh.
spin again. That's Lori.
Yep. Lori won one. I didn't see
And
going.
then-
Oh, there he
I
is.
spell Gawani. There
Oh.
it is.
Oh,
There it is.
Oh,
he got it.
this thing is rigged.
Yep. It sure enough is rigged.
All right, the confetti has died down. Congratulations. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Filling
Y'all
that
Y'all
water.
remember,
Right
hydration
back.
is key.
That's why I drink. That's why I'm drinking Miller Lite.
Well, yeah, that's mainly water.
You got to rehydrate. It's Clark
Clark Griswold. All right, I'm about done with that cigar.
Oh, I was checking something.
Oh,
All right. There we go. I had to. Some work message came through. I had to make sure it was not anything like the walls are falling down or something, or hackers are coming in. Oh my god. I will tell you this: working in security and IT,
Yep.
holidays are a crapshoot because hackers love to hit, especially on American holidays. Thanksgiving is bad.
Yeah.
Because they don't care about it, right? And they're in China or Russia or wherever, and boy, they will hit on that day because they know we're all eating turkey and hanging out with family and drinking. And then we have to pull together a whole bunch of like emergency call-in lines and all that junk.
Jeez.
I have not had the Lucky 7 Proprietor 14. No, I have not. Malt Muser. I am very limited on what I can get around here. I have to travel to get stuff.
Well, dang. Looking at Big Daddy H's screen, he's pretty balanced.
Oh, we worked on that. We worked on that.
I mean, pretty balanced, but
Yep.
still,
Yeah.
it looks a little. Well, I'm not gonna say.
Well, Mom hung the curtains.
It makes it even worse. That's not helping, but Jody, come on now.
Well, they're actually in. So their house is supposed to be a 3-bedroom,
Yep.
and that's supposed to be a bedroom he's in,
Yeah.
but it's actually right off the kitchen, and then there's another door that leads to the hall where the other bedrooms are. So
Okay.
there's 2 regular bedrooms back there, and this is like their dining room / home office / where the router is and the deep freezer and that type of stuff. So
Oh, okay.
he's really close to his router right here.
Yeah.
And he's still on wireless, but the closer you get, the stronger the signal. So,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah,
he is,
25 megabits.
yep, because all they have is 25. Now, if he gets up to the 150, he can stream from wherever he wants.
Dang. Yeah.
But right now, they're on the 25 megabits. But it's working good for 25 megabits. So,
For sure.
Yeah, we're working on getting more here. They're about to get the fiber in, and I talked to this other boy. He said he could do me a good deal on 100 to 150.
yeah, I'm hoping you get the 150. And I'm hoping you get it before I come out there because I
Yeah.
need the
Well,
extra.
I doubt that. They're slow.
Yeah,
You know how long Jimmy's had it, and it's been over here in
Subi Echo.
Subiaco.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm gonna
Like
push
a year and a half ago, we were talking about that.
I'm gonna figure out who to call and talk to. I'm gonna push them a little bit.
Well, Mitchell Ford has that little beer joint out there. His son's working for that fiber optic company.
Mhm.
And I said, what are you going to be doing? He said, I'll be selling contracts. And I said, well, I may want to talk to you as soon as we can get some fiber in here. And I told him about how much we were paying now. And he said, oh, I can get you 100 to 150 for that. And I said, well, we're on a lifetime deal. You know, my price is not supposed to go up, you know, as long as I'm on it. And he said, oh, we've got those deals too. So sounds
Yep.
good
Nice.
to me.
Yeah, and no, but I mean, I've ran off of 25 before, but normally with the work and everything, I just don't. I just tell them, hey, my internet's not super strong. I'm not going to turn my cam on, and then it usually works fine.
Yeah. Well, when you get here, you'll be able to work, like you said, if you need to bring your cattail or whatever and plug it directly into the thing.
Cattail, yeah, the cat 6, yeah,
Yeah.
cat 8, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how much I know about computers.
RJ45 cable is a network
I
jack.
didn't even know they had a cattail.
No, I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
I'm with you, Big Daddy. It's all over my head.
All but the tail now, I know.
Well, yeah, the tail usually slap you in the face, but other than that, I don't know.
All right, Malt Muser, I'll reciprocate with something. I need to get to the store though. I may go tomorrow to my honey hole, see what I can find because it's that time of year. I need to go check.
Who else used to win something on here? Wow.
Well, who has won tonight? I mean, Jimmy
Right
needs
back.
to win one. Jimmy Licari.
Mark, I don't see Mark winning too many.
No, he I don't let the co-host win that much.
Oh.
I can't control it.
Why no?
But, what's that?
He don't let me win very much.
No.
That's all right though.
I forget to mark his 5 entries on to put me in down every once in a while.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed or not. Me being on here like this screen is all different, and I ain't even been putting no entries in, so I don't know how to do that.
Oh yeah, because you're on StreamYard.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right. I'll make sure you get to
So
put me in.
I'm one chance that, you know. I mean, I'm at least I'm not taking one chance from somebody.
You did good last week though.
Yeah,
You hit. I think you had 25 entries last week.
yeah. That put me in now. That's but see, I don't even know if I can do that or not. But you'll put me in. I know.
I'll put you. I've always put the guest in, and I put Lori in. Sheba B. I'll put her in because she's blind.
Because yeah.
Do the hashtag. So if it lands on me, I give her those, and then.
Kathy,
Speaking of, it's time to spin.
Kathy will probably win this one. Then watch this. Said I'm her good luck charm.
Yep.
So here we go.
It could be big luck. We don't know. Good luck, everybody. Well, Kathy has won one already. So here we go.
Oh, yes.
Art by Sparkle. That's her second win.
That's her second one. Okay.
This is where I will say if she wins again, she does get the entries, but then I spin again on the third time that they hit. Now, I am going to set up the next one here, but we are not going to jump right into it. It will be after the next installment. Try to write these things down, right? Because it is time for
Put me in.
Put me in. Oh, bang. Now I got to start watching the stuff come in.
Oh, holy crap.
You didn't have to go outside, did you?
Yeah, I did. I regret it.
I went and got a
Oh.
blanket. I went and got a blanket and threw it over the back of my chair. Boy, my back to these windows here, and
Oh man,
Yeah,
it's
getting
it's-
cold up here.
it's blowing about 25 degrees, 25-mile-an-hour wind out here right now, and
well,
I
this is
think it's
gonna be
down
one
to
of them.
at least teens.
It's gonna be one of them
Whoosh.
3-dog nights. You know what that
I
is?
agree.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's damn nasty out there right now. Ooh.
My
telling you.
heater is running more than it's staying off. I hate to see that on the gas bill, but it sure feels good.
I'm going to pull mine a little closer to me.
Yeah, whether we can hear it or not, it don't matter, does it?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
if your pant leg catches on fire, we'll be sure to hear it. Ow, ow, ow.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if you're new to this, wink, wink, malt muser, all you have to do in any form of fashion is type "put me in," and you get 5 entries to the quarterly drawing.
Ooh.
And that is happening right now. That's why I'm not saying very much because I'm making sure.
Yeah,
I
you
catch
go
all
ahead.
these.
Me and Mark will carry on with some bull yearlings.
Yep. We can figure it out.
All right, I already got you down.
Oh.
Mr. Great shot. I always write you in anyway.
Well, thank you. I put it in there anyways.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. It is nasty outside right now.
Look at there what Kathy Bates said about you.
I know. And it's true.
She letting somebody
piss
else. She letting somebody
a
else
bush.
rest when she's talking about you, ain't she?
I'll pee on the bush or a tree or the grass. It don't bother me at all. Everything needs some water occasionally.
That's
I
right.
know Crazy Ann ought to be used to this kind of weather. Where she
Why,
lives.
sure.
She's probably
Yeah,
like
Crazy Ann.
cold weather complaint.
Don't tell me no Celsius now. What's the degree Fahrenheit where you are?
Yeah. That Celsius just throws me off. All I know is, 0 degrees Celsius is 30 degrees.
Yeah, we
32
like that
degrees
old American
Fahrenheit.
degrees.
Well,
Other
but
than that,
100,
Fahrenheit.
100 is boiling. So, yeah, there's a lot of in between there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. 100 is boiling, and what 0
Zero
freeze?
freezing.
Yeah.
It's
Yep,
32
32.
degrees. Yeah, I think at some point in the negatives it normalizes itself back out again or something like that. They get closer.
Oh. I'm finally starting to warm back up a little bit. My goodness. It's cold out there.
I know. That's why I live down here.
Yeah.
Man,
Well,
we
I
get
thought
good
it was
seasons
all
over
right.
here. Yeah, we most of the time in Texas it's fine, but yeah, over here though we get more moderate, and we get more seasons here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it'll start getting down in the 60s and 50s, and we'll have a fall, and then it'll get cold, and usually it's January, February when we get our coldest months, but then we get spring again, and then it
Yeah.
takes a while to get hot. In Texas, you go from freaking hot to freaking cold to freaking hot.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, and it would
Yeah, that's-
rain, and I could walk out in that garden and bog up past my ankles, and 2 to 3 days later, the ground's cracking open.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy. And I knew real quick if I was going to have a garden out there, we had to have water. You can't.
All right, got
Yep.
about another minute. Put me in if you want the 5 entries to the wheel.
Mm. You're right, Fulton. That's a good idea. Some of that hot chocolate with some peppermint in it, some peppermint schnapps.
Yes,
That'd be
no, that'd make you really feel better.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
that's good stuff. I need. If I go tomorrow to the store, I may get a bottle of that peppermint schnapps.
If you,
You know, we
can, find you some Dr. McGillicuddy's menthol mint schnapps.
Okay,
That stuff is the bomb,
it's just special
especially
around
some
Christmas.
hot chocolate.
I like the butter shots too, though.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but
that's
that
good.
old Fireball, boy, that's got to be the hit around here anymore.
Oh yeah, cinnamon.
Fireball, boy, everybody's got a little bottle or two stuff in their pocket. We're
Yeah.
not supposed to have it inside the beer joint, but this guy walk in, you own a bottle of this Fireball, and he had, little bitty airplane bottle, and
Mhm.
where's mine? Oh, here, I got you one.
But it's cheap. You can buy a whole bucket of it for pretty cheap, you know.
Oh yeah, you get a
Yep.
bottle of it, great big old tall bottle of it for like 22 bucks.
Yeah. Yeah,
33.
we're on Kevin
Oh,
McAllister, of
it's good.
course. Kevin, this is Home Alone. So we have 3 more to go. And then we got after party coming up. Man, oh man.
Mm. I'm gonna have to ease in the house here in a minute and give me some of that chili that the wife made.
All right, I am going to grab another beer while people are getting their hashtags in.
Well, if you're gonna do that, Mark, I'm glad this is not smell-o-vision, because I'd get smelling that chili. I'd be wanting a bowl of it.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Right.
man, yeah, I got to get my wife to make
wife
that
made some
chili.
chili with some cornbread to go along with it. Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, my wife makes it's a more northern chili, but gosh, it tastes so good. It's that thick chili.
Yeah.
Mm.
And we do the corn chips at the bottom of the bowl and put that
There
thick
you go.
chili on top and put all the cheddar cheese. And I'm talking about fresh shredded cheddar,
Oh yeah.
and sour cream and hot sauce and mix it all up. And
Heck yeah, that sounds tasty.
put a little Cholula on there. That's what I do.
Oh yeah, couple of slices.
Yeah, I can't do the hot sauce too much because of certain medical reasons, but
No,
Yeah,
I
I
can do a
remember
little.
we
a
had
little
that,
bit. It'll never hurt.
some kind of taco soup or something out at Deer Lake Cabins, and you brought that bottle of
Well, that was before I got diagnosed. Yeah, I brought that
ghost pepper stuff.
Oh.
And you put 2
Dang.
drops in there, and that was 3 too many.
3.
That stuff would just set you on fire, but it was good.
Oh,
Glad
it
I
was
didn't
so
put
good.
that 3rd drop in there.
Man, and that was the type of heat that every time you took a bite, your tongue, it would just get hotter with every bite that you took. And it
Mhm.
would compound that heat.
You know, that old wasabi, it'll set you on fire, but it cools right off. Right.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
it's a nasal heat. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a sinus heat. And a trick, and I learned this from the Japanese. If you accidentally get too much wasabi, just if your mouth's full, just take a napkin, but blow out of your mouth,
Yeah.
and it pulls the fumes down out of the nasal cavity.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, don't take a
Pleasure.
big intake from the nostrils though.
Stuff's
Yeah.
good, though,
Oh, it's so good.
especially with
I
that
like some
sushi.
wasabi.
I know RB and I, we were eating sushi one time, and I went out and we had a Randy and a couple other guys that worked for us was with us, and we went out to that thing, and I was mixing the wasabi and soy sauce together. I had it looking like drywall mud, and I didn't put any more soy sauce in there, and I dipped one. I just wanted to see how hot the wasabi was, and I took that bite. And I was sitting there, and all of a sudden, I said, my gums started hurting. I mean, I said, man, that was just stupid. I was like,
Pass me the soy sauce quick.
Mm.
Let me send this.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd
Gonna
seen
slap
that
y'all up
happen
in
a
the
little bit.
face.
But I can take that
Yeah,
soy
that'd-
sauce and wasabi and mix it up and pour it right on top of that fried rice. Man, that's good.
Mm. Oh yeah.
yeah, I had so much wasabi on there, it made my teeth hurt.
Smooth cleared out the sinuses.
Yeah. Yeah, that was tricky.
We went to a
12
Chinese
degrees.
restaurant.
Take your toothpaste. Yeah.
Dixie's niece was eating that stuff just like a big old dab of it at a time. And then,
Oh,
girl, how can you eat that stuff? Like, oh, I like it.
yeah.
No, I
Each
do
their
the,
own.
I do when I do especially yellowtail and the
Mhm.
white, the toro, the fatty tuna,
Yep.
and I'll lift it's a nigiri is where they have the rice and the fish laid on top, and
Yep.
I'll take the fish and I'll roll it back, and I'll put a big blob of wasabi on the top of the rice, and then put the fish back over it.
Oh yeah.
And I call it the surprise. And then you dip it in the soy sauce and eat it. Well, you don't get it right away. You
Yep.
know, you're enjoying the flavor and all of that, and then all of a sudden, pow!
Smack.
Just smack,
Yep.
smacks you. I love that.
Oh yeah. Pops out all over in the face. You're like, oh, there it is.
Y'all sound like one of them Batman shows.
Oh, Chatio, talking about -16 at my house this morning, and it's -5 right
Ooh.
now. Mhm.
Nasty.
Mm-mm-mm.
That
Yeah,
shit's
we got it
nasty.
made. We're basking in these
But what's the
40
feels
degrees.
like? What's the feels like temperature? I like what Jay was talking about that. He said, I don't care what the actual temperature is. I want to know the feels like temperature because that's what the temperature is. He said,
Yeah.
you know, because I know it's extreme, but it could say, well, it's 47 degrees, but feels like 32. Well, I need a coat, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to know how many
Yeah.
layers. I want to know the feels like. Yeah.
I need a coat when it feels like 42.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I woke up in here and that little heater up here can't keep up. And we had a couple of nights dropped in the 20s, but it would be warm back, during the day. And I was sitting over here and I sleep in this recliner most of the time because I have heartburn issues and things. So I sleep sitting up in the recliner. And I don't remember. I remember waking up cold, but I don't remember like doing all this. But I woke up the next morning. I had my coat on with the hood on, gloves on, covered in a blanket, sleeping. And I didn't know what the temperature was in here. So I went to Target and I bought a stand heater. It will oscillate and, you can set it on a temperature and it'll kick on when it needs to and shut back off. And when I plugged it in, it said it was 63 in here, which
Oh.
ain't bad. But
No.
when you sit in it for a while, you get cooler and cooler all the time, and when you sleep, your body temperature can drop. So yeah, it was pretty chilly.
That reminds me. When we cut off of here, I got to cut out for a little bit because I need to go to the pool house. I need to turn on the heater in there.
Oh yeah, because you want to keep. And I got a heater in my camper going out there now for winterizing. I'm not going to winterize. I'm just going to leave the heater running. But make sure you grab that link before you go.
Oh yeah,
It's in the private chat, so you can
I've
get
already
on.
got it.
All right. We are coming up on time to spin, so I'm going to go ahead and
Right,
do
RB. Dang Canada. Canada
this.
done
His ways,
swerved
way
all way south here on us.
south.
It's nasty. You don't keep that shit up north with you. Come
All
on
right.
now.
Here we go. Good luck, everybody, on Kevin McAllister. We are home alone in it this time. And that's Lori.
Oh,
Draw again.
Lori wins the win.
Don't get stuck on me now. Oh, no.
Oh.
Lori needs
Lori won twice.
No, that's just once. Just once per spin. Don't land on me again. Heart sight. There we go.
There we go. There we go.
All right, we have 2 more of these now. And the last one's worth 20. So let me set this next one. I almost hit draw again instead of stop sharing. All right, here we go. Now this one, you've got to know what this one is. You just kind of have to know. Let's see. It's Ralphie.
Oh, yeah. You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Yep. And his
Oh,
little
Ralphie.
little brother, yeah, and he had to wear the pink bunny thing, and then his little brother was so wrapped up he fell and he couldn't get back up again. I can't move my arms. I know he shot that BB gun at that icicle or something, or that he goes, "Oh no, I shot my eye out." Hmm.
He done been told that 100 times, so he
Yeah, I
thought
know.
he did it.
And then old Santa Claus, he was on that slide. And he puts his boot up on his face. Ho, ho, ho. And pushes him down.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. And
Yeah.
kick you down that slide.
I have not seen the new Christmas Story yet. No, I have not. Yes, sir. Have
Dang.
not seen it. Now, this one we'll let go. I'll cut it off a little short here in a little while, but we'll get that last one in. And then right after this, we're going to jump on over to Bourbon Bounty After Dark.
Okay.
And then Mark will join us after he turns the heater on in his pool house.
You know, I think I may jump into the house and give me a little bit of some chili and a little give a bite to eat, and then I'll warm up in there.
There you
Going
go.
in there.
Yeah, how warm is it in your garage here?
And here in the garage, yeah, it's probably 50s, 60s, something like that.
Yeah, you
It's
bundle
not
up a
bad.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my flannel on. I'm good to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't smoke in the house, so
Yep.
you know,
It's got to be worth it then.
yeah,
No, I like, I smoke outside the cigars. I don't
yeah.
smoke. I just, smoke cigars. But, yeah, I go out there and, but yeah, if it's too cold, yeah, that cigar just doesn't seem like a great idea.
Wussy, come on now.
Oh, we used to do it all the time. I mean, I've got enough. I've got hunting coats and everything else I can put on, but 7 degrees, I'm not
Yeah.
going to go smoke a cigar.
Now, we'll wait till tomorrow or the next day when it warms up a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, it can be in the 30s. I'll go out there. But,
Yeah,
man,
there
when
you
it
go.
starts
That's not
getting
bad.
down, once it hits single digits, no, I mean, why would I punish myself to get a teeny bit of enjoyment?
Yep, I agree. Exactly. It's not
All
worth
right,
it.
well, I am about to. No, we'll let this go just a touch longer. I'm trying to time this out so we don't run out of time here because I have to get on over to the other one to start the stream up. But yeah, the last one's worth 20 now. The next one is Ralphie's worth 10, and then the last one's worth 20. Mm. Mm. I saw Big Daddy Ace yawning down there.
Oh, yeah.
He gonna wake up.
I'll wake up here in a little bit.
Yeah, he'll start playing that guitar. He gonna wake up.
Yeah, that blanket got my back warm.
Yeah, make you a little sleepy. All right, and if you didn't hear earlier, Laser Engraved New Rocks glasses will be for sale as well and as giveaway prizes. But always the number one, unless you already have one of these, I'm going to send you one of these because you need to be able to funnel the aroma to use with the nosing kit. So, favorite Christmas cartoon character is probably, Cornelius, Yukon, whatever his name is, with the pickaxe thing on Rudolph. Him and old Bumble. Bumble the Abominable Snowman.
Mine would have to be Fred Astaire doing that show about Santa Claus. You know, he was he was on the cartoon, but
Right.
he was the narrator type.
Yeah, because Burl Ives was the narrator on
Yeah.
the that one. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Mm,
My alarm went off. I'm going to present this screen, and then after this, we will get to the number one. Here we go. Good luck, everybody, on the Ralphies. Gawani won one already. Heart Sight, that's her second.
Again.
All right, now the last one is worth 20. So if you hadn't won one yet, you get a double whammy. Here we go. Hashtag. All right. Again, this is from It's a Wonderful Life. And this one is George Bailey,
Yep.
the main character on there. And you know, Clarence didn't even show up, even in the top 20.
Yeah, that show even had Bert and Ernie on.
oh. George Bailey.
Yep. That's their number one pick, according to USA Today, as the number one movie Christmas character of all time.
Mm.
Like I said, I didn't make it up. I just wrote down what they said. I'm not here to make my own top 10 list. I gotta cheat. I don't have enough time to come up with all that. But I do have to come up with a new topic every week for it, and it's starting to get thin. Kind of hard to come up with topics, but I mean, like in the summertime or spring or whatever, I'm gonna be doing like some ideas I have is like top 10 summer drinks, top 10 sports cars, or like you know, convertibles of all time, you know, things like that.
Yeah.
I'll throw some stuff out there as we go along, but right now I almost went with top 10 heated blankets of all time.
Yeah, I can see that right now, boys.
I'll take
chilly.
number one. Y'all have number 10.
Yeah. All right. We are getting close here, guys. I'm probably going to end this a little bit early tonight, right after we spin for this, so it'll give us time. But 8:35 is going to be when I kick off the after party over on Bourbon Bounty After Dark. I'm going to go ahead and grab that link again. This is to the actual the live. So this link will take you directly to where we are going to be over there. And then, if you haven't subbed to Bourbon Bounty After Dark and you want notifications on that, I'll probably do some more after parties or maybe some impromptu lives. I'm off all week between Christmas and New Year's. So I may do a couple of them and knock the dust off of Bourbon Bounty After Dark just a little bit, and
awesome.
And we can have a little fun over there. I do need to catch up on some things. I need to message a few people. Work just gets ridiculous this time of year until all of a sudden it's dead, you know. So that job comes first. So gotta pay more attention to the money makers than the money stuff. Because this is a money pit right here, but it's fun.
Yeah, but we have fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if this were, I remember watching that movie Black Hole. Remember that old sci-fi flick?
Yeah.
a long time ago. Yeah, that's what this is when it comes to the bank account. Starts pulling stuff out. All right, so that was my cue right there. Hurry, get that hashtag in.
Hey, Joe.
Because I am getting ready to Independent Joe. We're doing an after party. The link, I just posted it in just a little bit ago. We'll be over on Bourbon Bounty After Dark. That link I posted will take you right over there. But I'm going to share my screen, and we are going to do this last giveaway here. And we are going. This is for 20 entries to the wheel. Good luck, everybody. The next drawing is March 3rd, I think, second or third, somewhere along it. It's the first Thursday in March. Put it that way. So go Ronnie. See there, made up for lost time. That's 30 entries.
Yeah. It's rigged.
Yeah, there we go. Congratulations. And guys, it's been fun. But like I said, I'm going to end this stream a little bit early tonight because we are doing an after party at 8:35, and I need to get over there. So with that, I'm going to bid you all a fond adieu and hope to see you all over there. And Big Daddy H is going to play and sing for us. And
Awesome.
cheers,
Can't
everybody.
wait.
Hope you had a good time.